This book told me a great deal and gives an excellent introduction to Assam, as well as having the merits of having wonderful photographs in it and very well written text. It conjures up a picture of Assam which is full and detailed. Like Lord Dolakia, but without having the benefit of having seen the river, I was struck by the significance and size of the Brahmaputra. If it's sufficiently wide to frighten an American water engineer into saying, I can't manage a river that size, when he's been brought up on the Mississippi, it really must be a major river. Elsewhere in Asia, I've done quite a lot of work next to the River Mekong in Laos, a much smaller river in fact, and I saw there how a river can become the centre, I mix my metaphors a bit, to be both the spine and the lifeblood of a country. And clearly the Brahmaputra is the same, and that is made very clear by the book. The book too does not concentrate just on the pretty and the touristic. It also talks about the full picture of Assam, as far as I can judge. It talks about the range of different groups and peoples living in Assam and how they live together, and it also talks about the economic basis, the industry and the economy. Tea, obviously, but also coal mining and oil drilling, which I hadn't realised happened there. I should have done, but I didn't. And it also covers history, nature, customs, and so on. And I think it really is an excellent introduction, both to people who haven't been there, and I think it's also an excellent reminder to those of you who have or come from there of what it is that the country has. I commend this book to you very strongly and urge you to read it. And as I said, it has spurred me on to make further efforts to get to Assam. Thank you very much.
We'll get to the author pretty quickly now. Lord Dolakia referred to Assam. The government have put special effort. That's a line I sometimes avoid because I've heard it from other countries, including Lebanon. There was a Lebanese gentleman who once said, God said, okay, I think I've made Lebanon, it's too good, the cedars and so on. I know what I'll compensate, I'll put the Lebanese people in it. One of the great success stories in Assam has been Kaziranga National Park. And the story goes, it celebrated 100 years just a couple of years, 2-3 years back, or a few years back. And it's something that Lord Curzon did. Lord Curzon has got a rather checkered history in India, especially in Bengal. And one morning it said that Lady Curzon came up to him and said, "Can I talk to you, darling?" And he said, "Please, I'm busy, I'm dividing Bengal." And she said, "No, really, it's very important." What? "Oh, the rhino. What you? They're going down in numbers." And he said, "Look, I'm very busy. I just want to make sure that the Bengalis don't have an independent country. Can you go away, but do what you like?" So several thousand acres were set aside, and the rhino was saved. It's done too well. There are more rhinos than they know what to do with. And a few years ago, I think it was Lord Curzon's descendants were invited back for the 100th anniversary of Kaziranga National Park, and he wasn't quite sure. "Do you think I should go?" Because Lord Curzon being what he was, "No, please go." And he was very warmly treated, and so he thinks that his family should go back for another 400 years. Now we come to the book, and if I could ask Mr. Dolakia to come. And it's a tea table book.
It's for the coffee table. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Ravini Baidu has just asked me to request that before I speak to all of you, allow me to, I think she has organized a particular film to be shown by now. Ravini Baidu, should the film be screened now?
Yes.
Okay. Before I speak, there will be about 10-15 minutes. There is a film she has brought. She wants to play on the screen.
Yes. Come down.
Ji, who is sitting quietly, that's why मेरे को दिखाई नहीं दिया रवि जी किधर है पता ही नहीं मैं सोचा आने वाला था मैं बोलता मैं आती हूँ अभी मैं सोचा आया नहीं I would like to ask Ravi Sharma ji to come to the stage and say a few words for us as a wisdom. Please,
Sorry, mic on the table. Okay, I'll do it.
Namaste. Namaste. Do I have to say something? What should I say? You always listen to me in the morning, 9 to 11. Well, distinguished guests. Joke सुनाओ. मैं हिंदी में बोलूं? Well, I don't know how to speak English because I did MA English, but I did through Hindi medium. I love Assam. I have never been there. One thing I want to share with you, whatever you are going to see today, that especially people dance, I have heard a lot about it. I am organizing the same performance in the Vishwa Hindu Temple in South Hall, which is, I'll say, center for the Indian community, and you'll see mini India there. And in the heart of South Hall, there is a temple. But next to the temple, there is a beautiful theater. It's a function hall we have created, and we want to make full utilization of it by organizing programs from India or from here related to India. So I invite you on Sunday, the 19th of June, between 7 to 9 p.m. to be witness the same performance, and that's why I invite you. और इसके अलावा बाकी जो कुछ कहना है वो मैं रेडियो पे करूँगा जो आप सुनना चाहते हैं। रेडियो का एक छोटा सा वो नमूना आपको पेश करता हूँ। जब हम रेडियो पर प्रोग्राम करते हैं तो जो गीत हम बजाते हैं और जो बातें हम करते हैं कभी कभी उनमें कोई तालमेल नहीं बैठता है, क्योंकि हम बात जो कर रहे होते हैं कभी कभी आप देखेंगे कि शादी ब्याह में गीत बज रहे होते हैं, दुल्हन दूल्हे के गले में माला पहना रही थी और गाना बज रहा था, मैं तेरी दुश्मन दुश्मन तू मेरा। And you know what happened once? एक बार जब लड़की को विदा करने के लिए the bride was being being said farewell by her parents, her family members. As soon as she sat in the car with her husband, और वो कार सजाई हुई थी फूलों से, और उसमें जैसे ही ड्राइवर ने टेप ऑन की तो उसमें गाना बजा. That was terrible song. It was saying, हम आज अपनी मौत का सामान ले चले, मौत का सामान ले चले. I think that's enough for today. You are waiting for the film to be shown, and I request Lord Bolaka to translate the joke to Lady Bolaka so that she can enjoy as well. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I invite you again on 9